All right, well, hello again. This is Lieutenant Billy Cross. I hope this video finds you well. Today we're going to talk to our seniors. We're going to talk about fire safety. Again, the Senior Safe Program, sponsored by the state. We apply for these grants and we get this money. And because of COVID-19, we really haven't had a chance to come out. We've been out once this year, and we've done some smoke detectors for some people. But you know, I usually like to come back out in the spring and talk to people about fire safety. So today we're going to talk about fire safety, and then we're going to talk about slipping and falling, because those are really the things that with that elderly population we have problems with. Talking about fires, some crazy stats from the NFPA. When you read the NFPA, they tell you adults 65 and over, they're 2 times more likely to be killed in a fire. When you get up to 75, they're 3 times more likely to get killed in a fire, and then the 85, it's 4 times more likely. So the likelihood goes up as we get older, and our population in Saugus, it's very diverse, but we have a strong elderly population. So we hope this video finds you. We hope you listen to it. We hope you learn something from it. And if you have questions, we'll give you a phone number to get in touch with us afterwards. So, key things we're going to talk about today. If you smoke, okay? If you smoke, you should be smoking outside. You shouldn't be smoking at all. It's the absolute worst thing you can do for your body, worst thing you can do for yourself. But if you're smoking, if you are a smoker, we'd like you to smoke outside. A lot of our fires, how do they start? Careless disposal, smoking material. So if you're smoking outside and that thing's outside, it's a good chance that we're not going to burn the house down with these cigarettes. So smoking outside is a pretty important thing. Another thing we talk about is space heaters. And again, this spring has been tough. If you have space heaters, you're probably still using them. Hopefully the weather's going to turn around soon. But if you are using space heaters, we need to give those space heaters space. Okay, we need to give them space. So I want 3 feet all the way around a space heater if you're going to use one, so that there's no chance of that space heater coming in contact with an object that can cause a fire. When we're cooking, when we're frying, especially when we're in our kitchen and we're frying, we need to stay by our pan. We need to stay in that kitchen and stay by our pan and not get complacent, walk away, go watch TV or whatever else. And it happens. But I think it was Tammy Wynette. She sang the song, "Stand by your man." Well, you need to stand by your pan at all times, okay? So just think about that. When you're out cooking, think of Tammy Wynette, start humming, "Stand by your pan." All right? That came out pretty good, actually, for once. Right? That wasn't too bad. Stand by your pan, okay? A lot of the fires that we go to, that's what happens. I had one not too long ago. Lady was making meatballs. She needed some grated cheese, so she left her apartment. Meatballs going, and needless to say, she didn't get right back. She wasn't right back at that pan, and she had a pretty good fire in her kitchen. So stand by your pan. When you are cooking, okay, if your clothes catch on fire, just like we talked to the kids about, what should you do? Should you run? No, we're not going to run. We're going to stop what we're doing. We're going to drop down to our knees, and we're going to roll back and forth. We're going to roll. Again, if I'm a triangle right here, I need 3 things to have a fire. Ignition source, which would be your stove, okay, the flame on your stove. Then I need a fuel, which would be my clothing, okay, and then I need oxygen. So if I get those 3 things together, I'll have a fire. My clothes will catch fire. And in order to put that fire out, I need to take one of those away. Well, the easiest one to take away for us would be the oxygen. So by stop, dropping, and rolling, I take the oxygen away, I put the fire out, okay? If we run, what happens? We get more oxygen on it, the fire gets bigger. So stop, drop, and roll, really important. Smoke alarms. Again, can't stress it enough. I think we've done a lot in this town over the last bunch of years with installing smoke alarms. The chief has really he's backed us up 100% on this. We've gone to more houses over the last 5 years than I did in my whole career before that, and I've been on the job for 26. So we come out. If you have a problem with a smoke detector, if you're elderly and have a problem with a smoke detector, we'll come out. We'll take a look at your house. We want to make sure that these things are working. I do have smoke detectors right now. I have some that I got from Home Depot. If you do have a problem, we can come out if you have a faulty smoke detector, and we can come out and take a look at it. When I do run out, if you do have a problem with it, we'll find a way to get you a smoke detector, because really, one operating smoke detector in your house, just one, increases your chances of getting out of a fire by 50%. And then every smoke detector you have afterwards, those odds go up. So it's real important to have these things, really important. But we got to check them, okay? And like I tell the kids, and when we go to the schools, we'll tell you, we should be changing the batteries in our smoke detectors, whether it needs it or not, when we change our clocks. Okay, when we change our clock. So when we change our clocks in the spring and in the fall, we should be changing the batteries in our smoke detectors, because they really do save lives. The great thing they have now, they have these 10-year battery ones, so we don't even have to worry about it anymore. We put that thing up in the ceiling and it's there for 10 years. So that's a great thing too. If you have a question, call 781-941-1170. Ask for Bill Cross, and I'll get back to you, and we'll come out and we'll take a look. If you have a problem, if your smoke detector's going off and you don't know why, call 911, and we'll come out and we'll take a look. All right? We'll come out and take a look. Chief Newberry's been great. We carry batteries on our pieces now too. If it's the middle of the night, you don't have batteries at your house, we'll actually put batteries in for you. We want to make sure you have protection all the time. So talking about having a fire inside your house, you need to practice fire drills, okay? Escape plans. Okay, you need to have an escape plan. So and it's something, no one ever thinks fire is going to happen to them. Okay, but if you got to practice, it's just like and a lot of the older people, they play golf, right? Or they go bowling, or whatever they do. But you got to practice at it. You got to practice at fire drills as well. So think about that stuff. If you're in one of the apartment buildings in town, think about the exits there, how you get out. If you're in a building that has an elevator, we're not going to use that elevator. Okay, we're not using the elevator. We're going to use the stairways for sure. But practice your exit drills. And again, you need to stay. If the smoke detectors go off, I need to get down low. Okay, I need to get down low. The reason why we get down low is if we have a fire inside our house. Okay, what happens with the smoke? As the fire builds up, the smoke hits the ceiling, and it comes down almost like a curtain. All right, and I can't see through the smoke. Me trying to see through the smoke is like me trying to look through this whiteboard to see the other side of this kitchen. You can't do it. Okay, if I get down low, I can see a lot better, and it's a lot cooler. Now I usually get the question, "Well, hold on, I'm older. My knees are gone." You do the best you can. Do the best you can, but you need to get down low. I come over and I feel my door. I feel the door at the back of my hand. The reason why I don't use the palm of my hand is because if that doorknob is hot, I could burn my hand. Using the back of my hand, it'll come off pretty quickly. So I feel the door at the back of my hand. The door's cool. I crack the door. I take a look. It's clear. I stay low to the floor and I exit. When I get outside, I should go to my meeting spot. I should have a meeting spot outside. Okay, the reason why we have a meeting spot is that when the fire department pulls up, the captain will jump over and go, "Hey, is everyone out of the house?" And you'll say, "Yeah, everyone's here." Well, now we can go and concentrate on fighting the fire. But if we pull up and the captain jumps off and he says, "Hey, is everyone out of the house?" and you say, "My daughter's not here," or my husband's not here, or my wife's not here. Well, now we know we have to go in and find them. Because my most important job, every firefighter's most important job, is to save lives. Okay, so by having that meeting spot, you're helping us do our job. Because if no one's outside, or if you're all spread out, we're going to assume people are in there, and it's going to change operation. We're going to go in searching, trying to find people. Okay, so having that meeting spot, you help us do our job. So practice your fire drills. Practice your fire drills. And when in doubt, when you're ever in doubt about anything having to do with an emergency in your home, whatever it is, you could think it's stupid. Call 911 and we'll come and check it out. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you, especially our elderly. We're here to help you people. So when in doubt, don't ever hesitate to call us, because 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, we're here to serve the people of Saugus and to keep you safe. So next part of the program we're going to talk about is falls. With our elderly population, falls are, we go to a lot of calls where people fall. So the NFPA has this program out, and they got some points on it. I just like to share those points with you. You can take them. You can tell me to keep my mouth shut, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to pass this information along. You need to exercise regularly. Get up in the morning and get a walk in and exercise. Do what you do. Stretch. If again, as we get older, it gets a little bit harder. There's no doubt about it. But we got to exercise regularly. The other thing is take your time. All right, take your time. Don't get out of a chair too quickly. When you get out of bed, sit on that bed. Get your bearings. We don't want to move too quick. Okay, as we get older, we need to move slow. Be deliberate in everything we do. Okay, we want to keep chairs and our walking areas. We want to keep it clear. We go to a lot of these homes, and some of you's got a lot of stuff inside there. There's just stuff everywhere. And then we're using extension cords incorrectly. We got extension cords going every which way. We got them going underneath rugs, which is, I have a heart attack when I see that, because a lot of times it's not a heavy duty cord. It's a thin little cord that's feeling it, and it's hot. Ashtrays. People still, again, we go in houses. My kids don't know what an ashtray is, but we still run into ashtrays with 7,000 cigarettes inside of them. So we need to be careful with that stuff. Clothes piled up on the floor, books piled up on the floor, things like that. We need to keep these things off the floor and out of our walking paths, so that they aren't a trip hazard for us. All right, so please, let's get rid of some of our stuff. Some of the stuff that we don't need, maybe something you haven't touched in a long time, we'll put it out to the trash. All right, but keep our walking paths open so that we can walk around. Improve your lighting inside and outside your house. Again, a lot of it comes to do with not being able to see. And again, we go in some of these homes, and there's one pull light in the middle of the kitchen and one pull light in the living room, and it's dark. It's very dark. So we want to improve our lighting. Non-slip mats in and around our bathroom. Okay, we need to have those things as we get out of the tub and our feet are wet. Non-slip mats. Be aware of uneven surfaces. We go in some of these houses and the carpets are a little bit rolled up on one side. We need to be careful with that. We need to straighten these things out. Okay, get family members to help you with this. Maybe a neighbor. Our stairways, we want them well lit too. I mean, whether we need night lights or things like that, we need to keep the stairways well lit, because what happens is we have a misstep on those stairs, and then we have trouble for older people. And sturdy shoes. I mean, a lot of the falls that we see too, our patients, our people, they're wearing the wrong type of shoes, and there's no support whatsoever, and they end up falling because of their shoe. So that's real important too. So that's the other part of this program about falls. I hope you take some of this advice and run with it. Run. Walk. Be deliberate. Walk with it very slowly. Be careful. But if you have questions, you can always call us here at the fire department. Our office, our secretary, Michelle, she's a great girl. Just call 781-941-1170 and ask for Bill Cross. They'll leave me a note, and I promise you I'll get back to you as soon as I get it. I appreciate it. All right, so listen, I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed this whole thing. what we talked about again. If you smoke, you want to smoke outside. Don't smoke near any oxygen. You know, make sure your smoke alarms are working. If you're using space heaters, make sure you got 3 feet all around them. Make sure your smoke detectors are working. Okay. And if you need help with them, again, call us. We told you to call 781-941-1170, and we'll come out and help you. We'll help you with anything. Okay. The smoke alarms, your shoes. Make sure you got the right shoes on. You don't have any clutter in your house. Try to keep the clutter to a minimum. No extension cords under a rug. Please, no extension cords under rugs. We want you to be safe. Okay, that's our most important thing. And when in doubt, call 911. Always call us. We'd rather come out and it be nothing than for one of you to get hurt. So if you have a question or you think you're in danger, you question it, call us. That's what we're here for. And I like to end. Again, we'll end with a little song here. That little Tammy Wynette. You want to stand by your pan. Stand by your pan. All right? Make sure that you stand by this pan, because if you don't, we're going to have a problem. All right? Be safe. Have a great summer. And we'll see you, hopefully, when this whole COVID thing is over. Thank you.